Oh, hi, how can I help you?
Hi there, I'm new to metal detecting and I'd like to buy my first detector today. What do you have in the $300 region?
Would you like it to be waterproof, with an adjustable stem and lightweight too?
Absolutely, and I also need great depth as well. I'd like wireless audio, USB rechargeable, and it would be great if you had software updates.
I've been detecting for 30 years, and there's no way you can get all of that for that price.
And that is where this gentleman is wrong, because there is one option. Only one though. The Nocta Macro Simplex.
And the Simplex becomes the best-selling product worldwide, setting a new bar in terms of price-performance ratio. Simplex has advanced in many ways: hardware, software, design, and ergonomics. Yet one thing has stayed the same: worldwide proven performance and success, backed up by a company that cares. Nocta Simplex New Generation. For everybody.
Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, and it's the Big Detecting Show. Somebody seems to be on a plane on the way back from Tenerife. So I'm all alone, and I'm lonely. But I've got somebody who's coming on in a minute who's going to join us. Now, do you know, I'm fed up with this. Right, do this now. For some reason, Facebook has now logged me out of my account simply because I've been sharing the show, as I always do. Double A. So I'm doing the me thing now. Dead boring when I'm on my own without Adrian. He can talk once you while I'm doing this. So hopefully this is going to allow me to get back into Facebook and then because I don't know if the show is actually going to be streaming there or not. So let me just check if the show is streaming there or not. And yes, it is. So we are back in business. Apologies for that. So, yes, it's Thursday. It's 8 o'clock in the Big Detective Show. Sadly, Adrian has been on holiday in Tenerife, and he thought that he might be able to do the show from Tenerife like he did at Cyprus, which was nice and fun. And instead, he's got on a plane and he's on his way home. So you've got me on my own. Now, one of tonight's guests was unable to join us through personal issues, whatever she's got going on outside of the detective world, because, as I always say, detecting doesn't come first. Life comes first. So our other guest is with us, and I'm going to bring him on momentarily. He's looking very dapper, the nice new T-shirt on, and he's giggling away to himself with his turkey teeth in the background. And he'll be joining us any moment. And we're going to have a chat. Well, in fact, we'll bring him on now. We're going to, hopefully, someone else might be joining us later. The reserve person who was going to come on instead of tonight's guest was unfortunately unable to join us as well because she's at work. But we might have someone else, and then we might have someone else, and then we might have someone else. So without further ado, good evening, Fodder.
How are you guys? You okay?
Yeah, you do the show now, and I'll check if everything's working. What a stupid! We added a restriction to your account. Your activity goes against our community standards on spam. So I'm now spamming what I do every week without fail, and I share it to all these groups. World. You can't use 22 groups. So I'm not allowed to use 22 groups for 24. I can't go in groups for 24 hours. What a bag of crap. I tell you what. Hold on a minute. Let me put it on mute. Right. I had a rant. Obviously, nobody can. So I don't even know if anybody can actually see the show tonight. It's just streaming on bloody
just me and you.
YouTube. What a bag of... No, they've got YouTube people that are here, and obviously... But even so, it's fucking stupid. Oh, sorry, I swore that.
Oh, are we allowed to swear?
Yeah? It's not like telly, is it?
Yeah, to be fair.
We try to keep it to a minimum because there are younglings that watch the show. And small people. I know one who watches the show every week called Larry. He obviously, I don't think he should be subjected to any swearing, but we'll see. How are you?
I'm all right, pal. Well, actually, now we're Larry as well. So, yeah, you'll be meeting him shortly. But, yeah, I'm okay, pal. Basically, I'm looking forward to this weekend's Detect Off with Emma. Unfortunately, Emma can't make it. We had a chat earlier, and she went into hyper mode, and she had a panic attack. And she said, "Fods, I'm really sorry. I'm really worrying about the weekend, and I can't do this live show with you." So I said, "Listen, Em, don't worry about it, babe. I'll take over, and I'll just rock and roll with it. You take all the time you need, all the Prozac, all the tramadol you need, and
mate, it's all woosah. She's just getting herself into it. What she's doing, she's cheating." She's getting all stuff, and she's like, right, you won't see that. I like that in a banana, and then when I'll eat in a banana, I'll bring it out. That's what's going on, mate. I know the score.
She's leading me into a false sense of security, pal. That's what she's doing.
Well, we'll find out obviously more about the Detect Off over the next, because I like it or not, you probably were coming on for 5 minutes, but unfortunately, you're now staying till the end. So that's that.
Jesus Christ!
you're the co-host tonight.
Can you actually handle the FODs?
You know I can handle the FODs.
Yes, I do actually.
You've had a busy. I mean, a lot of us have had a massively busy couple of weeks. But I know I went to 2 events. You've been to more than that, more or less every weekend. 6-7 weeks.
11 events basically, and I do want to touch on that actually because
that's a bit rude.
Rick's my wingman in here, and this is a subject that I did want to touch on. It's actually at the end of my list of things I want to talk about, but yeah, as you brought it up, next year I won't be doing as many. One, for cost, it's expensive. 2, I've recently split with the missus, so I need to see my boy a bit more. And 3, I'm sort of getting embroiled into the man I used to be before I started detecting, as in getting a bit drunk and flying off the rails and blah blah blah. And I don't like the person I'm becoming, so I'm actually going to shy away a little bit from the big rallies and just do more personal digs. And I'm going to do maybe 1 or 2 big ones. But yeah,
I've never seen you drunk, to be honest.
Well, yeah,
I haven't got a tumbleweed sound.
but yeah, so I actually got into detecting 4 or 5 years ago, I think it is now, because I was becoming a bit of a pisshead and blah blah blah, and so I suffer with mental health. So I got into detecting literally to free myself from that and focus on something else. But sort of as I've become a little bit more popular at doing this, I've sort of felt myself falling back into the way I used to be, and I need to knock it on the head basically. So this next year I'm going to do a different sort of setup. I'm just going to keep away from the big ones. I'm going to do 2 or 3, but I've ended up falling back into a place that I don't want to be basically. And again, I'm just going through a split. I'm struggling with my mental health myself. So yeah, there's going to be a change. I have spoke to Sid about this, and he just laughed his bollocks off and said you're full of shit. But yeah, we'll see.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, obviously we've spoke at length about certain matters with your private life. At least you're admitting the issue, and at least you've identified it, and you know what you need to change, and there's your starting point.
I think what's difficult for me...
If you start crying, I'm going to slap you.
I ain't going to cry, pal. But what's difficult for me is, obviously, it's like fun time Fods. Fods always wears the party hat. And I do. Generally, that's how I try to be and that's how I try to live. But then there's times when you get down, you can't always wear that party hat, you see. So, and then everybody still expects it. And I'm struggling with it at the minute, if I'm honest. And so, yeah, I've had to make a decision, and that's how I'm going to be, basically. I'm going to take a step back from all the big rallies. I'm not doing 11, basically. I should have maybe 2 or 3, and maybe some personal invites and what have you, and take it from there. I'll still be a knob, don't get me wrong. And
but there's knob and there's knob.
Yeah, I need to do it for my own sanity, basically, my own mental
Not just
health.
your own sanity, mate, but your own health. I have health issues from a different perspective, and I've been privy to you, party Fodder, and me and you have spoke privately, and you've expressed issues to me, and you're doing what's best. So I think we'll leave it there, shall we? Hello, young man.
Come here. Come and say hello.
Is this Fodder Junior?
This is Luca.
Luca, I've heard all about you. How are you?
Don't be shy.
What's this, Luca? Luca, has your dad took your metal detecting yet?
Do you know what? I bought him.
I'm not asking you. I'm talking to Luca, aren't I?
Don't think he'll speak. He's really shy, mate.
All right, Luca, wave your hand if you've been detecting before.
Wave your hand.
Luca, stand and stare at me if you've been doing metal detecting before.
Go on.
So he's been metal detecting. We've determined that.
So
and did you like it?
Well, he found a silver.
Walk off if you liked it.
Walk off if you liked it. So I bought him. His first detector was a Nocta mini Horde. And I'm not going to lie, I took him over the local park. And I know he shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. But I think he was 4 at the time. And mate, unbelievable. If I hadn't found silver for how long, and he found a little silver earring, and I was like, wow. And then he just put the detector down, run off, went on the swing. So yeah, standard.
So then you went round with the mini Horde.
Yeah, I went round. No, I actually did. I went round with the mini Horde, got loads of coins, and it was great. But yeah.
Proves it
first experience, but I do want to take him out. He's now getting that little. He's 6 now, so I want to bring him on some events as well. And he's really shy, as you've just seen, but he's nothing like me. But I want to bring him out of his shell a little bit.
Well, again, Fod, you and me, we've been at several events. One that wasn't even metal detecting with I think he was 9.
That was awesome. Yeah,
Mason. You've seen you know, bringing them into it, it benefits them. And you've seen me with him. It's you know, bonding, massive
I'll
bonding.
be straight down the line with you, and I told you this on the day. I was so proud of him. It takes a lot to do this, for argument's sake, to speak to people. I mean, I can't see any comments that are on here at the minute, but I know there's people there, and it takes balls to do that. And your Mason nailed that day. He was so confident, you know, and he was there explaining everything. And I was literally proud of him. You know, it takes balls to do that, and yeah, he nailed it.
He's just walked in minutes ago with his mum before the show. He's going high school next year, and he's been in the history department telling the teacher all about metal detecting.
There you go. There you go.
So bloody hell, mate, you should suck some magazines in.
Well,
at the end of the day,
and do you know what, Dave? He's the future.
I was just about to say, Luca and Mason are the future. That are
we're going to bring
next generation.
No.
Tell you what, Luca.
It's going
when we all go metal detecting next.
Yeah.
With your dad and with Shane. Shane will bring his lad out. I'll bring Mason, and you can come as well, and you three can go off detecting. All right.
So he's met Shane and that. You know, he comes out of his shell then. But are you going to bed now? Say bye then. Bye.
Night, mate. Nice to meet you, Luca.
I love you. I'll see you later. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I need to do as well. He's really quiet. He's a lovely kid, but yeah, I need to bring him out of his shell. So you will be seeing him on some events at some point as well. Like I say, he's getting a bit bigger now. So yeah, that's what
Steve Shorter said he's going to make them some mini merch.
Awesome, pal.
Well,
hey, Steve.
I tell you what, Steve, you couldn't make mini merch for my lad, could he, Fodder? He's as big as you, isn't he?
I want to give a little shout out to Steve. Top man. I get a lot of people saying, Fods, where can I get any Dig Life merch from? So it's Detecting Wear UK. Everybody knows Steve Shorters. Obviously, the new people to the group are probably unaware of him. The t-shirt that I'm wearing today is also made by Stevie. So yeah, any Dig Life merch, anything like that, jump onto his page. It's Detecting Wear UK. He's an awesome bloke, and I'm hopefully going to see him next Tuesday. So I'm in Scotland next week.
Can I reaffirm what you've just said? Because I've been
next Tuesday.
working with Steve for years now. See you next Tuesday. And the ArkMD mag. And if you want any big detecting show merch, go to see Steve.
Yeah,
we don't make any. We don't get anything out of it. We asked Steve to put it on. If people wanted it, it's in no way making us any profit. And he does. You name it, he does it. He does key rings, he does scale mats, he does the little scale mats, he does your t-shirts, he does you name it, he does it. And I know for a fact because I spoke to him at length at Detectival or RCM, one of the
Probably
two.
RCM. He was at RCM
with Tom Dempster, and they are. It's going up a level, isn't it? Detector Wear UK.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't know if I can speak about that, so I'm not going to say nothing. But yeah,
no, I'm just saying it's going up a level. And when I've spoke to him, Tom's going to come on the show. Steve won't because he's dead quiet.
He is. Do you know what? When you get a drink down him, though, mate, honestly, he's bang on.
I know, you know. So when all things Detector Wear are sorted, Tom's going to come on the show, and as I say, any detecting wear, go there.
I actually met Tom we obviously talk online and everything, but actually met him at the RCM this year, mate. I've just got to say, Tom, he's an handsome detectorist. He is. We had a little selfie. You know what I'm like with my selfies. We had a little selfie together. I said, you know what, Tom, me and you are the best looking detectorists this side of the Nagasaki River.
Mate,
he told me I've got to get that out on the show.
I'm still going to throw Kev Marchese into that mix. He is the handsomest detectorist I've ever met. You
know what? Yeah, I love Kev as well. He's an handsome
in fact, this calendar that we keep saying we'll do, we're going to get the likes of Tom and Kev Marchese on it and do a naked calendar. And Steve Newman, obviously, for shits and giggles. Here's Matthew Cole. Blackadder's in the chat. There you go.
How are you, Matt?
It's been handed over to Shane this week for that's the Ripper, Blackadder Ripper trial. That's been handed over to Shane for review this week. Thank you very much, Matthew, for that. We've got to sort that out, no problemo. So that's basically your last year. You've been to 11 different events.
Done 11.
Some fantastic places you've been to as well in that time. We went to Northumberland. You know, it's beautiful up there. Down to the RCM in what country was that? Berkshire, West Berkshire, Berkshire. Again, stunning. You didn't come detectable. I did. It was beautiful. You went just detect.
I'll be honest. I have never ever done detectable. The reason being, because I do so many, it always falls in that time when I can't. If you know what I mean. I'm doing that many of them. It always falls around all the other big ones that I go to. I mean, RCM. You know, my heart's with RCM. You know, through cancer and everything. So it's one of them. I never get a chance to go, but I'll never say never.
I think you'd have thoroughly enjoyed sitting in me in the magic teapot and drinking tea all night. You'd enjoyed that.
I doubt that, but yeah.
No, you would have actually. It was mint.
Do you know what? Listen,
Rob Random absolutely loved it. Steve Pettigan loved it. Loads of people loved it.
Like I say, I've never been. I'm never going to say I'm not going to go. It's just always fell in that line of all the other ones, if you know. And I can only do so many, you know. So, yeah.
So
I'm looking at. You know, all I can see is my teeth. I can keep hearing that turkey teeth.
That's why you and Gary Smith should never have a picture taken together.
He's a better than mine, mate. To be fair, he's a better than mine. And Paul Howie, by the way, if he's watching, he's got cracking teeth. If you're watching, La, I love you.
Who's that?
Paul Howie, what a fella.
I don't know him. I've never met him.
He's a scouser, man. Honestly, pal, he's one of the best blokes you'll ever meet.
He must be all right if he's a scouser.
Honestly, pal, he's awesome. But yeah.
So over the last year, you've obviously made multiple finds. You've seen multiple finds. What would have been your... In fact, first of all, what machine are you currently using?
So at the minute, I'm on the XP Deus 2. I love it.
Love it, Shav.
I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't care what anybody says. This is just my personal opinion. God almighty, I wish I'd never done the first update. It was an awesome machine. And, you know, I still love it. Don't get me wrong. It's nice. It's like blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you, mate, when I first had that, I was always a Knox boy. I was always Mind Lab. And I hit that with it was the very first one that came out. Mate, and I was hitting buttons at 14 inches, and I was like, with a solid ID, solid signal, I was like, oh my God, I finally found a light machine. And then, like a knob, I did the update, and it has changed. I don't care what anybody
look at the success that Shane's had since he's been using the Deus 2.
Oh my God, yeah, unbelievable.
And now Steve, who goes out with us, he's bought one as well because on the back of Shane. And
yeah. Well,
I mean, he's getting used to it, and it's just mental, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great machine, but it was better when it. There's people watching there who'll probably argue with me, you know, but honestly,
surely there's a way though.
I literally sold my Knox the very next day. I thought this is the machine I've always wanted, depth, everything. I mean, I've spoken to Sid about this as well. And you can't roll back to that original setting. I don't know why.
I find that odd because in today's modern age, I mean, years ago when you were updating your website, WordPress, for instance, I know I can go back and reinstall version 6.0 where you're at version 9.0. There's always that opportunity on a website somewhere to reinstall. It's odd that you just can't go backwards and reinstall.
Absolutely gutted. And even I've had targets like 18 inches deep on a whisper signal.
Yeah,
and I've gone down and I've hit a little medieval bell, honestly, and I can't hit them no more. So it has changed it. So
have you used the latest?
That's my honest opinion. I'm not slagging XP off at all because I do love the machine. It's just I wish I'd never done the update. That's my opinion.
Have you done the latest one?
No.
Or is that the latest
one? I'm not sure. I've stuck on 6 if I'm honest. I'm happy with 6 at the minute. I'm not happy. You know what I mean? I wish I'd never done it, but 6 for me is better than the new one.
Adrian would obviously be able to advise better than I can, but I know he's been raving about that latest update.
Exactly. You know what?
Said advice.
Do you know what I always say? People will say to me, you know, what do you think of this and what do you think of that? And I'm like, well, I don't know how you detect. I don't know what you listen to. And that is genuinely the truth. I can listen to things that people you know, and I've proved this many times, you know, not naming any names, but I've been on a site with somebody and I've gone, listen to that. And they've gone, there's no way I'd dig that. And I'm like, that's a Roman coin. And they're like, nah, shit, that's iron. And I'm like, listen to me, it's an iron coin. It's been 2 inches deep. And that was on Ancaster. And he was absolutely amazed. It blew him away. And I was gutted, if I'm honest, because it was an absolute belter. And that was 2 inches deep and it sounded shit. And what I'm trying to say is, how can you tell somebody how to detect when they don't? You know, I listen to things that other people don't listen to. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And that's what, I don't know. Personally, I just think that's what's different. Like David, he's had 100 hammers this year. He's probably hit some of them signals that a lot of people would have left. You know?
And he uses the Deus too.
And he uses the Deus too. He loves it. It loves silver. I'm not going to lie, it loves silver.
It won the Big Detective Show first Detector of the Year award. So, you know, the people in the Facebook group can't be wrong.
I mean, everybody's raving about the Manticore. Listen, I was a Mine Lab boy for ages. You know, I love Mine Lab. And I'm not saying I'd never go back to Mine Lab. But I like the Deus, it's lighter. And like I say, on that first version, it was awesome. It was hitting everything the Nox had hit. And like I say, I literally sold my Nox the next day. And people are finding that with the Manticore now, you know. It's horses for courses. It's what you want. It's what you want to, you know. I've got a friend who loves the Orcs. You know, it's, if you know a machine inside out, you know a machine and you're happy with it. Look at G.I. Jan, is still hitting all them targets with that Garrett, you know, 250, I think it is. Look at the stuff she's found. They've got all these technologies gone up and up and up. She's still swinging that Garrett.
Yeah.
And she's had amazing finds. She knows that machine inside out. But yeah.
It's people and it's product, isn't it? All I have to say on the matter. So, as I say, you're using the Deus 2. Yeah. What would be your standout find over the past year?
Well, I'll be honest with you. My brother committed suicide last year, and fucking Ed went. You know, I was there when it happened, and well, found him and all that. My head had gone because obviously, you know, I suffer from mental health. And Cookie, bless him, he rang me up and he went, "Look, Fods, just come down here, clear your fucking head. Sorry for swearing. Clear your head. Come down and have a day with me." So me and Rick went down, and it was one of his perms in Wiltshire. Don't get me wrong, my head was still gone, but I walked in the field and I held my machine up and I went, "Come on, bro, find me something nice." I always do that, you know, to be fair. I've got a few people who have passed. And I always say, "Come on," and I'll speak to them. I know it sounds daft. It works, trust me.
Fodder, so anyway, we all do it.
Yeah, you know what? If something helps, I'm not saying it works, but if something helps, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's what I did that day, literally the day after. And we were detecting, it was highly mineralised ground. I think I'd had 5 Romans and I was struggling. I was going through my settings to try and get it right, blah, blah, blah. I love the gold mode, by the way, on the Deus. On the Deus too. I absolutely love it. It's deep, it hits, it smacks the targets out. Anyway, so I said to Rick, "Shall we go and have some dinner?" Yeah, and we walked down this edge line and I hit an absolutely banging 93. Screamed out on this gold mode. And I thought, fuck me, it's a can. You know, it was a meter from the hedge line. Mm-hmm. I'll never forget this. And obviously I dug it. I dig everything, you know. If it's a can, it's a can. I'm digging it, you know. So I dug this thing. It was a belter, absolutely belter, 93. And I dug it and I looked at it and it was still in the dirt. And I was like, can I swear? I was like, oh,
you've done it loads already. So
well, I was like, oh my, you know, because of what I'd asked for and everything, I was like, oh my fucking God. And Rick was 10 foot away and I went, Rick, come here. And I don't know if he's watching, but he'll vouch for this. And I knew what it was. My arm, yeah, it's going up on my arm. And I said, please tell me that's what I think it is. And he got his little, and he was going, oh, Fod, oh my God, Fod. And every time he said it, I walked 10 foot away and I just, gone. And I called Cookie over. Cookie come over. And even Cookie went, wow, you know. And it was basically it was a personal seal of Edmund of Wilton. And it's not been clarified yet. It's with the museum at the minute. It's going through all the process. But I've got it down to Edmund of Wilton, and Edmund of Wilton was Edward I's cousin. And he was gifted Wilton back in the day. And it's his personal seal, basically. 14th century seal with a Roman intaglio inside. And it's the most amazing find. It's the way I found it, what I said to my brother. And, you know, yeah, that's my best find to date, basically. It's emotional find.
Absolutely. And
I've lost
they're
it,
the best.
do you know what? I've lost it, but I also believe, you know what? Salisbury Museum want it. That's where it's from. Let them have it.
Mm.
You know, it needs to be there. It needs for people to see that.
Yeah.
Whether I get lowballed on it, which obviously I will, but you know what? I'll never forget that day. It's a special find, and thank you, Gary Cook, for that invite. I love you.
I'm just waiting for a message back because somebody is offering a prize tonight, which when he messages me back, I will announce what it is, which is nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Always nice, isn't it?
I've dropped my phone. So, and obviously that the personal side of that, it's you know, it's.
Oh, mate, it broke me. I'm a very emotional person anyway. As everybody says, whenever I go on a dig, where's my fodder hug? Oh, I hug everybody, you know. That's the type of bloke I am. I love a laugh, and I'm a very emotional person, you know. So yeah, I'll give everybody a fodder hug and have a laugh. So that was a special day for me. Yeah.
I hear you.
Don't get me wrong, I've had a lot of special finds in between, but that situation, that how I asked for it and it came, it was wow. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you've seen some fantastic things this year, but on a personal note as well. Not stuff on the group. You've seen loads on the group, but you've been privy yourself to a lot of good finds as well.
Oh God, yeah. Again, with Gary, you know, he found an awesome find. He had it's going to be cool. Eventually, the story's going to come out about these two seals. So on the opposite field to where we were, he found a Knights Templar seal, literally a week or two before. Oh my God, it was amazing. Again, and this is what I truly believe, right? If you're meant to find it, you'll find it. So somebody found, I don't know who it was, but somebody, I think it was Mickey Richardson, found this find. Gary's on the line, yeah. Mickey's found a seal. Obviously called him over. So he's diverted off his line to come over, and he's gone bang. And he would have never found that if Mickey hadn't, you know what I mean? It's all.
Yeah.
I honestly believe it's karma and fate. You know, if you're going to find, you're going to find. If you're not, you're not.
Absolutely.
I've got a very good friend. Her name's Heather Mayer. I call her my mother. And she's a bit despondent with the hobby at the minute. She's never found a silver coin. And she actually rang me a few weeks back and said, Fods, I'm thinking about quitting. And I'm like, don't quit. You know what? It'll come. It'll come. Ask, believe, and you'll receive. And you know, I've told her my little things that I do. And she messaged me the weekend. I still ain't found my coin. But, you know, she's plodding on and plodding on and plodding on. So, but never give up. You never know. You know, it only takes that one find.
Absolutely.
And that'll lift you straight back up and get you straight back out.
Well, look at me, Fod. The amount of years I've been detecting on and off until obviously I've come into the hobby more or less full time nowadays.
Yeah.
And I've only had 2 hammered coins.
Yeah.
And the only gold I've had was when somebody asked me to look for a wedding ring, and they just show me where it was, and it was there. So I don't count that. Yeah. So, and I'm still going. I love it. And the buzz. I still get a buzz getting a musket ball. I love musket balls. Shane hates them. I love them.
I'll be honest, they don't do nothing for me. I mean, what's your worst? My biggest bugbear shotgun caps. You still, you know, you get that dodgy signal. You know when you're ready to shotty. But how many good finds have you found off dodgy signals? So you still have to dig it.
Yeah.
Like, I hate them.
Yeah, them and moo tubes. Despise moo tubes.
Yeah.
Right, we've got Graham Dempsey from the Composite Cleaning Pencil has contacted me live. And he has said, can you announce on the show, I'm going to give away a free ticket for this weekend's Detect Off. And the first person who contacts him directly, and will be going, not somebody who just does it for the sake of it. If the first person to contact Graham Dempsey of the composite cleaning pencil directly will win said prize. So thank you very much there, Graham.
I've got to give Graham a little bit of kudos here as well. You know, I always do a Christmas draw and a summer draw, and you know what? Bless him. He always. I never ask anybody for anything. I'm gonna lie. I do ask Regtons now and again, and I'll ask Carl at Spin a Disc. But Graham always comes to me and says, "You ain't asked me," and I say, "Well, I don't want to be cheeky, sort of thing." And he always gives me 4 or 5 prizes, you know, to put in. So massive kudos to you, Gray. Top man.
Well, he's one of my best mates in the hobby, and he's one of the people that if I ever leave the hobby completely, I know for a fact me and Graham will still spend time together. Absolutely, love him to bits.
Yeah,
not in that way.
Are you Dares, Rodney?
I've met Natasha. I don't think he'd swing any other way.
She's fit actually, and you know what? He's punching there, pal.
He's punching well and. So, where was I? Oh, you stupid! My account's been locked now. Oh, shut up! So I need to send it. Right, I'll have to do it on my phone.
Are we just talking to each other here?
We are. No. Oh, do you know? I need to send the link. Ricardo, you told me to give you a shout out if you were home and free, because obviously Ricardo's working as well. I've told him again, first and foremost, work comes first, so don't worry if he can't. But he said if he is, to give him a shout, and he would jump on the show and tell us a few things. So
he's going to give me some grief. My wingman is, you know, and he's annoyed with me that I haven't picked him as my detect-off wingman. But you know, I always choose my wingman on performance of the year. And Dave Edwards, I'm not going to lie, he is one of the best detectorists I know. Kills me to say it, but do you know what? It doesn't actually. He always, week in, week out, silver, hammered. You know, he's a great detectorist. So yeah, I'm always, and he's like a brother. So. And Rick's pissed off, so he set his own little renegade crew up. So yeah, he's going to give me
can't take part in it. The detect off, but so obviously the detect off. We've got to learn in a minute because we've got Ricardo whatnot coming on. So we'll learn a little bit more. How long has this been going on now? Is this the 3rd or the 2nd year?
This is the 3rd year. So obviously, when I set Dig Life UK up, it was on the back of COVID. I was sick of seeing all the arguments over COVID on all these different groups. Literally fried my head. And I said to Rick, I said, listen, you know, I'm going to set my own group up. Do you want to come along with me and do it? And he was like, yeah, of course. Well, he said, I'll be a bit silent, you know, because he's not as much not daft as me. He's proper daft, but like, you know, not as outspoken as me. So he said, I will. He said, but I'll stay in the background sort of thing. So anyway, it was set up on the back of COVID. And obviously, I knew Cookie and that. And I met Cookie in the field one year at Ancaster. And I said, listen, I've had cancer. Do you mind if I raise a bit of money for you? You know, to give back? And he said, of course. And we became friends, blah, blah, blah. And I've been good friends with Mickey Richardson. Awesome guy. And he said to me, this is the detect-off was born from Mickey. He messaged me. He said, I'll challenge you to a detect-off. Me and you will put £100 each in the pot. And I thought, that's a great idea, but let's roll with it. Let's make it a bit, you know, bigger, and let's do a team thing and try and raise some more money. And that's what we did. But it was Mickey's idea. And I love the bloke to bits. He's on holiday at the minute. I think he's in Portugal or wherever. I'm not sure. Mallorca, I don't know. But anyway, this was all Mickey's idea. And so that's where it was born from. And we had the original first year, 2021. We had such a laugh. All the banter, the pre-banter, the pre-fight banter. You know, there was videos going up and everything, and it was awesome.
I remember you actually contacted me to do a message on one of your videos, didn't you?
Yeah. Do you know what? I've actually lost that original video. I can't find it anywhere. I'm gutted. But yeah, and that's where it was born from, and it's rolled on ever since. Unfortunately, he can't do this year for various reasons. and that hence why Emma's stepped in, and I've asked Emma, would you be up for it? But yeah, hopefully we're going to see Mickey back next year. I love the bloke to bits. He's one of my best friends. So yeah, we'll always have banter. He's an awesome guy.
Well, let's find out a little bit more about the event. We've got a couple of guests here. We've got, what I was laughing about, Rickster Belgium and Cookie.
You're right.
Gaffer.
You're right,
Cheers,
kid.
guys.
Right, before we go any further, now Rick's here. And I know he'll ask me not to, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm that way inclined. Rick, a part of the Big Detective Show Awards, he won. And this is the votes for the nominations from all the people in the group, and we've not been able to give it to him yet because he wasn't available. I hate this green screen shite. There you go. Can't see it. But he won the... I tell you what. Come on.
Well done, mate.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Rick won the
everybody.
Unsung Hero of the Year.
Yeah.
And Rick, I couldn't have... Of all the people who were in there, I know a lot of them. You've done for me, mate, obviously. You know what you've done for me. I can't thank you enough. And on behalf of everybody, and I wanted to do this publicly on the show, on the stage at the RCM, so I'll do it here. On behalf of everybody who voted for you and people that you've done things for, on behalf of them, mate, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Well done, matey.
Really don't expect it, I don't do it for the glory. I do it because that's me. That's
Because you're a nice bloke, Rick. That's why you do it. Because you're a nice.
You do a lot for the RCM, mate.
Not nice enough, apparently, am I?
But one of the reasons we chose to do this section within the awards was because there are so many people like yourself who don't get credit, don't want credit. People are behind the scenes doing things and people want to thank them. So we were just giving people the opportunity to offer their thanks. So there you go. Drink your rabbit tail and
thank you very much.
Smile. Gary, are you well?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
No.
Yes.
Because I always have technical problems when I come on this show.
That's a lovely.
You don't, Gary. We just tell you are, so you don't speak as much.
Just mute me out. Mute me out. Well, I just want to say put my six eggs in for Rick because he's my hero. He does so much for the RCM behind the scenes. Me and Fods and the team and everybody at the RCM, we always do the front stuff and out on display. But a lot of the things that happen behind the scenes, there's two unsung heroes. That one of them is on holiday and co-presents the Big Detective Show. My personal hero, Adrian, who does so much behind the scenes, and obviously to my left, Ricky baby, who I love with all my heart because he's a wonderful man, and he does so much, and he's even doing stuff for the detective. He's doing stuff for the No Frills in a week's time. He does it all, and he don't ask for anything in return apart from just doing it because he's
whoa. We just asked for anything we did say, and that's no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My knees are still sore. That's all I'm saying.
What goes on the Jolly Boys stays on the Jolly Boys.
Have a look at Fodder's elbows.
He does.
Why do you think Fodder's got a bald spot?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
that's the Jolly Boys for you. Once you get on the Jolly Boys, there's no going back. But now, me and Rick actually had a good day out together a couple of 3 weeks ago. He brought down all the stuff that he does for the RCM, so we went out on a dig together, didn't we, mate?
Yeah,
we had a lovely day. Yeah, we had a lovely day.
Nice chill out.
in the words of Stevie Newman, we had a lovely time.
We had a lovely time. Didn't find much, but we had a lovely time.
Yeah.
So, Gary, while you're here, we're 3 weeks away now from the RCM. How do you feel it went this year?
It went very well. We always have a few issues to deal with at the RCM, you know, as in technical issues, or you know, it wouldn't be an RCM rally if there wasn't a few technical things. You know, this year we had biblical rain the night before arrival. So on the Thursday night, it absolutely whammed it down.
And I left skylights open, and I was directly underneath it.
So, and it sort of played havoc for the arrivals, really. From 11 o'clock, the field wasn't it was a little bit cloggy, but thank goodness, really, that was all the rain we had, because the rest of the weekend it was the metal detecting pods and Dad and everybody was looking down on us and cleared the store, and we had a fantastic weekend. And it was another successful weekend. You know, we were all there, all four of us, and there was again.
No, we weren't.
Apart from Rick, but he was there in spirit.
Well, no, you see, the reason he wasn't. Fodder said the reason he wasn't picked to come in the team was because he didn't turn up to the main event.
He did have an excuse. His niece very selfishly decided to get married on the same weekend as the RCM. I'm only joking. Family comes first. It always does. And
you know what? I never wound him up once, did I, Rick?
Me and Shane did.
No, I know. That's why I wouldn't, because he was getting it off you.
No, he never called me. Never called me all weekend. You know,
because I knew them pair was giving it you. So yeah, I didn't want to break you.
You were very, very deeply missed, Rick. Very
Absolutely.
missed.
I told him this. Do you know what? Hand on my heart, everybody was asking, "Where's Rick? Where's Rick?"
Yeah.
Honestly,
It wasn't the same RCM without Ricky there. It really wasn't.
Absolutely.
We missed you, Rick. We all said the night before when we rang you up, we'd missed you.
Yeah.
we were drunk, but we told you.
Yeah.
Next year, be there next time.
No, the RCM this year was fantastic. You know, we had a brilliant time. The comedians were hilarious. All three of them, Dave, were very good this year.
I couldn't tell you, Gary. I was being very poorly by my van.
You spent all year having a go at me, telling me to get some better comedians, and when I do, you couldn't be bothered to come and watch them.
If you get Paul Smith next year, I'll be well impressed.
I'll see what I can do. But we had lots of good finds. The weather was amazing. The people were amazing, and I think the
Sorted.
I think the Yeoman Street Guard, the Roman,
Brilliant.
They weren't they? They were just fantastic. I didn't really know what to expect when we booked them. I thought, you know, they're gonna. Is there actually going to be anybody to watch them? Because obviously most people will be out in the fields metal detecting. But we had a lot of locals coming in. We were doing lots of stuff, and I thought they were absolutely amazing.
Hello, Sammy.
Hello.
Who's this now? I've not met this person, Rick.
This is my daughter.
Is this who got married? This who got married a couple of months ago?
Yes.
Yes, this is Samantha.
Congratulations on your nuptials, Samantha.
Samantha
Thank you.
Martin. They're moving
Congratulations.
for years now.
So Sam
Now,
actually invited
Rick,
me to the do, but Rick wouldn't let me come. Which, you know what? I do get it, you know, but yeah.
Rick, have you tried tempting Sam detecting yet?
No. I think we did when I was little. I remember us detecting when we were in Scotland when I was about 6.
Yeah. She does want to try it out. So maybe before they go to Canada, I'll bring her out on the dig for the day. Be nice.
You bastard. If only you had a spare machine.
He's got about 7.
I'm sure I could find one. One of them's got to work for me. Silent, isn't it?
I know, yeah, it's because Adrian isn't there to say something.
Is Bowie humping your leg?
No, actually, he's let me see if I can turn you around. Look and see what he's doing to Ben.
How are you, Ben?
Hello.
He's humping Ben.
It's a bit like that scene from Airplane, isn't it? When the captain goes down the house and the dog attacks him.
The dog's famous from the last time we doing the talking money.
Again, I'm going to, in the interest of Rob Random being very random, we spoke earlier about a young chap called Larry, didn't we, Bob?
Yes. So Larry is an awesome fella. Unfortunately, what happened? Unfortunately, I couldn't bring him this year to the RCM due to certain circumstances. But I want you all to know he's still there, he's still alive, and he's going to be coming on the next year's event. It was a big surprise for Cookie because basically, I don't know if you all know, but Gary's got a long lost brother. They were split at birth, and I managed to find him. And he's a lovely fella, and he is a lovely fella.
And,
a lovely fella I am.
Where's everybody gone?
But yeah, so you all right, Fods? Yeah, I'm all right, mate. You? There's your brother there. All right, Gary. I love you.
Hello, long lost brother.
What's he got on?
Unfortunately, he couldn't make it this year. If I'm honest, I totally forgot about him. I left him in the cupboard at home. But yeah,
what's he got on his top?
Well, of course, he's an RCM.
Oh, mate, I thought he'd have a Team Fodder t-shirt on there.
What the hell do you think I'm going to have on there?
Team Fodder t-shirt, Larry.
The family. But yeah, say hello then, Gaz. I think it's frightening. They are twins.
I think you need to give a big shout out to the genius who created that.
So the genius who created Larry. What do you mean? To be dead? No, it was Nick Berry. So you know, I always promote Nick Berry. Yeah, Nick Berry's absolutely awesome.
Is there nothing that Nick Berry can't do?
Honestly, pal. So so I did Mystic Fods last year. Yeah, you were absolutely awesome. Yeah, so we did Mystic Fods, and I thought, am I going to top that? Well, you can't really, can you? But yeah, I know we are. Calm down, Larry. But so I had a word with Nick, and yeah, he's awesome, isn't he, that Nick? Yeah. But and I said, what can we do to top it? And originally, I said to Rick that I want to be a ventriloquist dummy. Sat on his knee, and he said, "Fod, you're too fat." You're a little bit, you know.
Up his
So basically, I spoke to Nick, and this is where Larry was born from. And this is actually made from a solid block of wood. The guy's amazing, honest to God, absolutely amazing. There's been 150 photos. When we were on the Jolly Boys, I had to he was ringing me saying, take a shot of Gary on the side, take one from the other side. And I'm just sat there going, taking all these pictures. And this is where Larry was born from. But yeah, I absolutely love it. And I'm going to be there next year. We're going to have a lovely time.
I'm sure Gary and Rick will agree with me that without a doubt, when you're alone at home, you and Larry chat.
I'm not going to lie. Gary's actually had a few photos.
I've had
He's
so
had a
many
few photos of me in bed with him.
I've had so
he only
many
struggles
photographs.
with his bees. He can't do his bees. I've been trying to do a bee for him. Yeah, I can't do these. I don't know what to do. But yeah. But anyway, you're going to see this guy next year, and we're going to have a lovely time. And yeah,
you, Dave, you don't want to know the photographs that Fods has sent me, because he's not with me, and he said he's missing me so much. So he's got Larry instead to compensate for not being with Cookie. And
I'll tell you right there, Gary,
I cannot even begin.
Racehorse. He's like a racehorse, he is. Oh.
It's mad how Larry isn't like got the West Country accent, and he's a Brummie.
Mate, he's not. No, he's having a lovely time. He's like Stephen Newman's cast off. He is, yeah. Because I lived in London for a long time, you know. But yeah, you'll be seeing Larry next year. I want to go to bed now, Fods.
Rick's feeling left out there. Oh, he's brought the teddy so the dog can make love to it on live telly.
I'm trying to steer him, stop biting me.
You know, what are you doing, Bowie? What are you doing? But yeah.
So, Gary, how?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you now, but how many weeks away are you from giving this year's total?
Well, we've still got 2 events to go yet, haven't we? So
Yeah.
we've got the detect off this coming weekend, which I think we're going to talk about in a minute. I've got a few. Yeah. All right, Larry. I love you too. Yeah. You're the best. Yes, you are the best.
Fodder's the best.
Fodder's the
Right,
best.
you're going to bed now, Larry. He's going to have to go to bed because it's early. Well, late. So
I'll see you soon, Larry.
Night, Larry.
Night, bro.
I won't tell you where it keeps him.
I love you.
I don't want to know.
I love you. Sorry. Yeah.
Good night, bro.
Big Life UK.
Yeah, I think we got the detect off this coming Sunday. I think which we'll talk about probably in a minute about what's going to happen and what's going on. We've obviously had the big main weekend, and we've got the mini no frills coming up the week next week after this weekend. So it's all go at the RCM at the moment. Obviously, Rick and Fods will be there, and Dave, we have invited you if you want to come.
Hopefully, if the housing manager allows.
Lemon drizzle cake and lots of cake. There's a farm. There's a farm shop next door which does cake. Basically,
I like cake.
I know.
I do like cake.
So
I was going to say to you, you've thrown me with cake now. I had this question for you, and you've thrown me with cake. I need some cake in my life now.
Yeah,
it's not.
So we got
no cake. Oh, that was well. I was. Yeah, no. I nearly had the question.
Frills, anyone who's booked onto the no frills, we keep sending out messages and we keep sending out information on it. Please remember, at the no frills, we do not have a burger van at the no frills this week at the weekend. We do have a coffee van coming to teas and coffees, but what we have got is we have got a farm shop who is basically arranging a fantastic barbecue for us on the Saturday night. I know we said it was going to be no frills, but what we've done is we've worked alongside this farm shop, and he is, for 15 quid, he's supplying one fantastic barbecue. There's going to be a bar and live music on the Saturday night. Hog roast barbecue. It's all homemade burgers and sausages from the farm shop. Food is incredible. As I say, he's got seating area, he's got cover. It's going to be an amazing night. It's literally not even 50 yards from the camping front field. So it's walk there. The only thing I keep stressing to people is you cannot pay for your ticket on the night. So if you haven't got a ticket for the barbecue on the Saturday, if you're sat in the field and you're wondering what all the music is and everybody's having a great time, you can come over and pay for it
and eat more sausages.
You can't have any sausage. No, so it's pre-booked. So if you're on the no frills weekender and you want to come, message me and I will send you the link to pre-book your ticket, because the purchase of the barbecue ticket has got nothing to do with the RCM. It's the farm shop. You're right there, Rick. It's like you've been attacked by a wolf.
I'm trying to bugger this dog away from me.
So pre-book your tickets if you want to come to the Saturday night. If you don't want to come, then obviously you will have to make your own food arrangements, because we have teas and coffees and obviously snacks at the burger van. The only thing I would say is the farm shop will be starting earlier in the mornings and providing breakfast for Saturday and Sunday.
Fantastic.
You do not need to pre-book the breakfast. You can just turn up and buy a breakfast in the morning.
So what you're saying is, right, there's cake,
yeah,
there's barbecue,
yeah,
and there's breakfast.
Amazing. And on top of that, you've got
homemade way.
Sausage rolls, Scotch eggs. Do you like Scotch eggs, Dave? Honestly, mate, you'll be in dreamland. You will.
So it'll be another event that I come to that I don't detect. Well, I've got I've reminded myself something that I wanted to say, which is nothing to do with this, sadly. for those of you who will potentially be listening to the show, Larry is the first wooden person that we've had on the show. I'll say it as it is. Because thanks to the fantastic world of technology, we have relaunched the podcast version of the show. So this show that you're listening to, if you're listening to it, or watching, if you're watching, will be transformed to podcast form from now on, a day or two after the show airs. And you'll be able to listen to it while you're on your way to the No Frills Weekender, or while you're having a poo, or driving your big truck, or boarding work. You can now listen to the show as well.
Oh, cool.
I forgot to mention that. And so just go on to iTunes or Spotify and look for the Big Detecting Show, and all the shows will be coming through there.
Oh, a superstar.
We will be having another raffle as well on the No Frills. So there'll be a raffle on the Saturday. And I think the barbecue will start around about 7:30, something like that. But the bar will be open from the Saturday. So although we said it was no frills, it's a no frills with a bit of frill. So it's a frilly weekend.
So it's like George in Asda, no frills, but a little garter in there somewhere.
A little bit of frills, and as I say, Dave.
And there'll be if Fodder's going, it's now put the idea in his head to actually wear some frills. Definitely.
Will Way, yes, there is a vegan option. He will be doing a vegetarian.
It's called grass.
It's called grass and salad. Yes. No, I think he said he's got some vegan burgers and stuff if anybody wants it. So, yeah.
Or just bring your own sandwich.
I just wanted to stress, if you're not booked onto the barbecue again, please don't get upset. There is no burger van for the weekend. So Friday night, you will have to bring your own food. Saturday night, if you're on the barbecue, you're going to have a cracker. And then you've got breakfast Saturday and Sunday. And we do have teas and coffees.
And just to remind you that if you do want to win a ticket to this weekend's Detect Off, if you contact Graham Dempsey directly from the Composite Cleaning Pencil, the first person to contact him will win that ticket, which he's kindly offered.
I'll just be hanging over the edge saying to all the peasants, I've got more sausage. So pre-book, get your sausage.
In dog, hold on. The translation system has just said, don't forget to book your ticket for sausages.
Pretty much. Oh, by the way, Rick, I've got your entrance music sorted out for Sunday.
Got what, sorry?
I've got your entrance music sorted out for Sunday. Put your ear in, Adrian, man. I've got your entrance music sorted out for Sunday.
Have you? What's he having? What's he having?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, God, you don't want to know, mate. Listen, he's already told me. You don't want to know.
Well, before you say about that, Rick, because you've been screwed over by Fodder twice,
and Emma,
you are the most unsung hero. You are the person who should be chosen first because you are, the keeper of the key world of metal detecting. Now, you've created your own team to counteract the evil that is Team Fodder and Team Emma.
Yeah, both of them refused my offer as wingman. I had nothing to wear a dress on Emma's side, just to say that, I'm struggling to get a team. Now, ladies coming forward.
At the start, yeah.
I did put my name forward and they refused it, laughing at me. And then I said to Fodge, you know what, I'll put a team. And he said, yeah, Rick's Renegades. And that's where it come from. There you go. Rick's Renegades.
And to be fair, Fodge, he did ask permission from me. Could I?
No, that's fine. Listen.
Can I put a team in? And I did say you could put a team in, but it will be on I think they all wanted to identify as an RCM competitor.
Yeah.
And so I said, look, who am I to argue about people wanting to identify?
It's the bragging rights we're after. Keep your medal. Medals.
I did say that they can enter, and they can be part of it. But unfortunately,
We can win.
if they do bring if they win,
We can win. We will win. We just don't need the trophy. Let the boys and girls have the trophy. We'll have the bragging rights.
Hey,
well, hopefully next year Mickey will be back as well. It was born from Mickey, so Mickey needs to be back in on it next year as well.
I'm just impartial in all of this, as you know. Even though I am partial.
So you're asking for you Jack Daniels.
I am partial to Jack Daniels and chocolate, and I cannot be bribed in any way, even though I am partial to Jack Daniels and chocolate. But anyway, you can try and bribe me with Jack Daniels and chocolate, but it won't work because I will not accept the bribe.
But stick it in the boot, lad. Stick it in the boot.
What I will say is, if Fodder and Emma are brave enough to take the challenge of the Renegades, then are we going to say that the Renegades, if they win, will take the trophy?
No.
You know it. Don't you be frightened, Mush. Hey? You picked your little Welsh rarebit.
No.
Now you throw the challenge.
It's got to be all official.
I think we should put it to the public vote and say, if Rick's entered a team and Rick's team wins, I personally think the public should decide if he gets the trophy or not.
I have got an idea for you.
Look at the fright in his face. Look.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Have you seen my
Let's take it a step further and have the Battle of Walsall.
Rick's
team v Fod's team in the Battle of Walsall. Sort out the land and have that battle.
We'll do that.
Just team v team, not loads of people there, obviously. Team v team.
I will say to the public as well that obviously if they want to vote for Rick to be able to win the trophy, a trophy, I can't be bribed with chocolate and Jack Daniels.
Well, somebody's just said in the chat, Gary, they want you to inhale the balloon and bark at Rick's dog. But instead of that, instead of doing that, I'm going to do this because this just makes me laugh every time.
Microchipped, cleaned up after, desexed, leashed, not allowed on the beaches or in the parks outside certain hours. So how is it that these two are roaming their neighbourhood, frightening the locals, and the council isn't stopping it?
Now, yesterday morning, I came out into the front yard, and the dogs were across the road. And as soon as they saw me, they came bounding over. And I just made it into the front door.
So that was for Rick's dog.
That was for Rick's dog.
He's gone in the other room humping his teddy. He's fine.
Oh God, he ain't with the teddy, is he? Jesus.
Took him in the front room. Yeah, in the dark.
The RSPCA. I'll be rounding off.
Fods, they are actually voting that Rick should win the trophy if he wins it.
Oh, here we go. I can't read any comments.
Come on, the guys. You know what, Gary? You know what? He's really frightened because he's seen my team. He's seen the team.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I will after the one thing I would say is that
you're dreaming.
Fods has got
Matt Springbok.
He's got Dave Edwards
archaeologist John. We've got Sarge. We've got Sarge.
Look at them 3 votes he's just got there. He's got 3 votes straight away. Peaky Finders, the Big Detective Show, and Archaeology and Metal Detective Magazine all say, I vote yes for Rick. And the Staffordshire Searcher.
Shane watching.
And that
is Shane's here now. Shane's back in karate.
That's even without anybody so far off from me, chocolate and Jack Daniels.
He's murdering it.
What is it you need? Jack Daniels. I'll say that there.
But Fodder will come back and say, you don't need that. We can sort little Larry out.
Fod, I think, mate, I think you should be the man here and allow Rick
to
come in as the wild card.
To win.
Okay. Come in as the wild card.
I'll be honest with you, this needs discussing with Emma as well, because I can't speak for Emma.
Don't be frightened, Mush.
I'm not frightened.
You are showing your fear.
Last year we had Gerted and Pete Faxon. They did a little renegade team themselves, you know, and they can't win. It's not being, you know.
You had the choice of a wingman. Now your wingman's saying up yours, much. You're going down.
Not only are you going down, you're not having a lift.
You know,
there you go. You'll be lucky if you even turn up.
You know, in the classic words, there's only one way to sort this out.
But the whiskey and
fight.
Fight. No, I don't want to kick off.
What's the name of that game? What's the name of that show where he said there's only one way to sort this out? Fight.
I don't want to clip off him. Have you seen the size of his hands?
We're not as old as you, Gary.
So, look, I've started something now, but at the end of the day,
one thing we haven't mentioned, I'm going to butt in again at the end before you say at the end of the day, Gary, because you know we might not stop you. Emma Ewell, Emma was supposed to be coming on the show tonight, but she's not been able to make it on the show. Emma is the captain of the opposite team, and am I right in saying it's the first time it's been an all-ladies team versus an all-male team? Yeah.
It's last year we had it was turned into a team event, and we had
Mickey.
We had obviously Mickey as the Magnificent Seven, and we had Fods as the Top Gun guys, which was such a great day. It was such a great laugh. We had all the banners and the posters made. I even had a poster with the Top Dog poster, which I absolutely love.
He don't pick his wingman then either.
I've told you, listen, the way I pick my wingman.
I'm not bitter.
Performance over the year. Dave Edwards, listen. Dave Edwards for me, he's out there every week in, week out.
Performance only comes off the land you're on. Put Dave Edwards on our land, he'll be as crap as everybody else, mate.
Rick, what Fodder doesn't realise is I've muted him so you can say what you want to him now because he's on mute. So say whatever you want. You can get anything in.
I've got to go and get my dog. He's locked in. Put Dave on our land and he'll be crap.
You're on music now, Fodder.
He had his chance.
The last year we had the first as the team, and it was such a great laugh. The planter was amazing, and we had a brilliant time. And to be fair to Mickey, he completely whooped Fobbs' ass and annihilated Team Fodder. We had Mickey was bringing back Celtic brooches, quarter staters.
They had the team bros. They had it was the quarter stater that did it. When that came in, I was like, game over. Game over. That's the beauty of it. It takes one find. But just remember, it is all a bit of fun and it's for charity, you know. It's raising money.
My top dog muglet, which was
is that you in a Flashes Mac on that thing? It looks like you in a Flashes Mac.
Down and out.
Peter Faxon, that was Peter Faxon. Brilliant. But yeah, he had
Nick Berry said, Rick, if you win, he'll make you a trophy.
There you go. Wow.
Thank you very much, Nick. It's not if we win, we will win. It's a shame that he's not got the
testicular fortitude.
Minerals. He hasn't got the minerals, Rick. He's not got the
That's low, that is. That's low, that is low.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nick, I want to speak to you in the future. I want you to make me a. Who was it? Who was had the staff that he made them?
Me.
Was
it you? Absolutely phenomenal. I want something. I've got something in my head, and he's the man to do it.
He made me a fantastic. He knows how much I love elephants, and he made me a Celtic brooch neck pendant with the shape of an elephant. Amazing. He's such a talented man.
Me too. He's more dead.
You're meant to go to bed. Go to bed.
I love Nick to bits.
Go to bed. Put my bloody brother away.
Is he putting him under your table, Dave?
Yeah. So this year we've got the amazing Emma, and Emma handed over a cheque from Joan Allen Events this year at the RCM for over £3,000, £3,500 they raised at Joan Allen event, and Emma came and handed it over at the RCM, and obviously she's taken the mantle of the girls team, and so yeah, it's going to be a team event again this year, girls versus boys. I don't know, are we allowed to say girls versus boys now?
No. I thought most of them would be doing the ironing and washing up and doing,
Fodder's team.
They've got really understanding husbands.
Behind all night tonight for my boys.
They got really understanding husbands letting them out for the day, when there's plenty and cooking and making the beds and
so are they coming back at lunchtime to do all the cooking for us?
I've got that right there.
The thoughts and comments of people on this show are individual and do not necessarily mean that the entire show has the belief structure of individual people.
I don't even know if we're allowed to say male versus female anymore. Are we allowed to say girls versus boys? Or...
They and them.
Team Fodder versus Team Emma, then?
I think that's all we can say safely. Because I know, I didn't, what are yours, Rick? What are you identifying as? What's your team event identifying as?
Well, apparently from what I've been seeing online, we are the Puffs.
Okay.
Can I tell you a little story about him last week?
Fair enough.
So we were on Justy Tech last week, and there was an all ladies camping area. He killed me. We walked into this camping area, and he said, "Can I use your toilet?" And the woman went categorically. She went, "No, it's ladies only." And he went, "Well, I identify as a lady." And she straight point blank said to him, "I'm sorry, you're not using the toilet. You're not a lady." And he went, "Well, I do identify as one." Anyway, he lost his rag, and they got some fire extinguishers outside. And he went, "All right, then I ain't going to have one." He said, "But why have you got fire extinguishers outside you shitters?" He said, "Are you setting fire to your trumps?" I was gone. I don't
know. He took a video of me showering the week before.
He's off his head. He's worse than me. He's worse than me, but without the thing.
The week before. And stick it up on Facebook.
They're setting me up here, Dave. You know,
mate, Rick. I'm Team Rick. I'm Renegade.
Yeah.
But I've got to say, right, with all due respect, why didn't you ask me to go Team Renegade? He's got nothing. You've got nothing.
He picked him out. Fodder.
No, it was a draw. So I just want to say.
Did you ask me to be your wingman? No. No fault.
I couldn't pick a wingman. He picked him out. Him up there.
So that detect off draw, everybody paid a £5 to get a ticket into the detect off. That raised £985. I mean, that's amazing.
Fair play.
It is, isn't it?
Except his wingman. He was a guest. His wingman is.
And you know what? I tell everyone in Dig Life, I never ever put these.
Friends.
I never put these draws up anywhere else apart from Dig Life. I never share them anywhere else. It's only in our group. So I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's took part and raised that just for the detect off.
Good lad.
And over the summer draw as well, including that, it's over £3,000.
Amazing.
With the detector,
awesome.
the detector was taken out of that. Over £3,000. And I just want to say, everyone from Dig Life watching, I love you, man. Awesome.
And don't forget, we got the Christmas draw be coming up.
And then we've got the Christmas draw going on that as well, yeah.
Tell you what, though, whoever wins this detect off, it's going to be a very, very interesting Jolly Boys weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's going to be very interesting Jolly Boys because we are all going away on the Jolly Boys in a few weeks, as you know.
Yeah.
And with one of you two, I just hope that the girls win because at least you two will be quiet.
I hope the girls win because I think the Jolly Boys should, if they both lose, you should get rid of Fodder and Rick and bring the winner and the vice captain of the female team to the Jolly Boys instead. And then it'll be called the Jolly People.
It's going to be.
All we can say is what goes on the Jolly Boys stays on the Jolly Boys. And
nothing goes on the Jolly Boys.
We have special secret hat. We're literally
handshake.
Have our special handshakes and special words.
I have them as well, Gary.
Yeah, it's not quite as bad as that, but there's only to become a Jolly Boy, somebody has to die, don't they?
Are you hinting at something? I know me age. I'm there.
It's a, I
Well,
think there
I'll
was a-
tell you
there
what,
was
there's a
another
point
jolly-
then. If somebody does ever drop out the Jolly Boys, you should do a raffle to go see who goes in. I bet you'd raise a fortune there.
Oh, we probably would.
At
Oh
least
my
10,
God! You
at
know
least
what?
12
Yeah.
quid.
Is there any
No,
other
you
Jolly
actually would.
Boys? There was another Jolly Boy in the chat a minute ago. Sid. Sid's in there somewhere, isn't he? Another fellow Jolly Boy member. So, yeah, we're looking forward to that, though, lads. Aren't we? The Jolly Boys.
Fodder,
I'll be honest. that's
who
my
are
favourite.
your team members, Fodder?
So I've got my wingman. Sorry, Rick, but my wingman's Dave Edwards. I've always called him Mav.
Who?
Dave Edwards is from Mid Wales.
Dave Edwards is a detecting god.
Honestly, mate, I honestly choose me wingman over performance through
You
the
do
year.
realise there's an issue with Dave, don't you?
He's a
What,
massive
Welsh?
issue.
He's
No,
Welsh.
not that. He got his retinas scarred, and he might not be up to the standard. At
Has he?
Detecticon, he got his retinas scarred.
No, it's a different Dave Edwards, pal. It's a different
all
one.
right. Well, the other
Yeah.
one got his retinas scarred, and he wouldn't been any use.
So
He
then,
is, to be fair, Dave Edwards is a detecting guru.
he's awesome. He's week in, week out. He performs week in, week out. That's what I choose.
So what you're saying is he's better than Rick?
I'm not.
He's got better land
He's
than me. He's got better land than me. That's all we can say.
So
then-
to get these members of, you didn't bribe anybody with chocolate and
No.
Jack Daniels. Rick,
No.
Rick, did you? Fodge, you know?
No. So then my second one is Stephen Elliott, which it was actually Paul Everest who entered, who won the ticket, but he couldn't make the event. And I love Stevie Elliott, and he's going through a bit of a tough time at the minute. And so I asked him, would you want to come on board? So Stevie Elliott, Springbok, we all know Springbok, one of the funniest guys I know. He's hilarious. So he's on my team. We got another Welshie, John Maybury. I call him the archaeologist because we was on a dig once, and we were on a dig once, and they thought he was an archaeologist. Then we got Neil Young. I call him Sarge because he goes to these World War II reenactments. So Sarge is on there. Neil Young, one of the stop wishing go digging guys, lovely fella. Then we got Sideshow Bob, our Di Evans. Absolutely love this lad. You all know Di. He's really
Is it Di I'm on about? Di who's with the Sailors?
Yeah.
Cilias, yeah.
Right. So it's Di who's got his retinas scarred.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
And he's
very
okay.
much so.
the ladies' side.
Well, it ain't
He's-
being
he-
funny.
It was
He's
an
a
incident
lovely,
at Detecticon where I may or may not have been in a compromising position, and he said that it's the first time we've met, not now.
Well, I'll tell you something now. That's not
I have
affected
no
the
clothes on,
performance.
Fodder.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. You saw your big balls. But yeah, I'll get you now with a scarred ret. I'm with you. And then we got from Warrington. I call him my ball ache because he's a nightmare, but I love him to bits, Pete Mullaney. And yeah, we got a strong team. So, but it takes one find, and that's it.
I hope they all smoke to keep you going through the day.
And Rick, who are the Renegades?
Right. Well, I've only met. I've got Bish, obviously.
Exactly, you are the
Bish
renegades.
is number
Come on.
one. Scott Healy, he'll beat the lot of them hands down. When he gets his nose down, he's like a sniffer dog.
He's a good detectorist.
Now, with the other ones, they're out there. I don't know them personally. I may have met them at some time, but we got Carl Bertarelli.
Lovely love.
He's the one who's sent the crying handkerchiefs to the boys and girls. What a sense of humour. Absolutely spot on. So we're going to have a bit of banter there. Jeremy Davis, right, he's...
Jeremy Davis is
he's
John
MIA.
Carter's mucker, and he was on Mickey's Magnificent 7 team last year.
So he's already got winning form.
Yeah.
Ian Bindon, Martin Bell, myself. That's our 7.
Martin's a lovely fella as well.
I'm quite sure that they're all well adequate because Fodder's been shitting his pants since he's done it.
Whatever.
And
Yes,
Gary, will you know what the ladies' team is? I know
Well,
there's.
I have to admit, it's been very.
Fodder, do you know it?
Yes,
I know
do.
a couple.
You
of
got.
them, so
I know you got
it's,
Emma, you captain. You got. You got.
I will probably growl at one name, but that's a personal thing.
Catherine Lang's on there.
Catherine
You've
Lang.
got
Amy
Julie
Evans,
Arden.
which is Di Evans' wife. So
Julie
Di's
Arden.
on my team, and he's got his wife on the ladies' team. You've got obviously Julie Argent, very great detectorist, outstanding. I think Carol Jenkins is on the team. I'm sure Carol's on there.
There we go. Ruth Harding, Teresa Jones,
Teresa, yeah.
Teresa, yeah.
Argent, Amy Evans, Catherine Lange, Carol Jenkins, and obviously Emma. So, and I've got it all on my phone because I'm doing something about it.
He's not. He's doing his research. That's what he's doing.
Sending people around their houses.
I'll tell you now, he's stalking them.
Yeah,
and Rick sent me a secret message earlier asking me if I could tell him the fields.
Did I?
Hey. See, it's off already. I'll tell you something now. You're getting probed, mate. You're getting probed. And the women, no, I want the women frisking by Lisa. I ain't having it, mate. Don't be doing
Lady Liz does that.
We don't need no advantage. We're walking home easily.
Lady Liz is in Scotland. She's not going to be there, is she?
But no, I'm sure she's coming. She's got tickets. She's
Okay.
normally she's the frisker.
Yeah, to be fair, normally she is.
So, what area of the world? Obviously, don't give us an actual location. What area of the world will you be there this
well,
weekend?
the dig location went out today, so everybody who's on the detect off should have.
He ain't sent it to none of my team, by the way.
That's for you. Your team captain. You've got to do it.
That's why I did ring him and say, "Where are we?"
It's up to you. If you want Rick, if you want your team to be there in the field, mate, it's up to you. It's your responsibility as team captain to make sure that all your team members are present and correct at the right time. It's not up to me. I don't make the.
What area of the world is it, Gary?
We're in Wiltshire, and we're in Wiltshire. So
you're going down, the lot of you.
Told me, Devon.
Team Fods, mate.
So
I told Rick it was in Devon.
If you do want to keep an eye on everything that goes on at the Detect Off this weekend, keep your eye on, obviously, the Rodney Cook Memorial Rally Facebook page and also Fodder's Dig Life group as well.
Yeah, we'll be going.
And I'm sure we'll be sharing images and such like from the Big Detective Show Facebook group and the RKMD Mag Facebook page.
We'll be going live on the course of the day, but we'll be going live. We'll be doing stuff. I tell you what, though, it's been amazing. The RCM, like I've said many times, has grown so much, but the Detect Off is now becoming so well known in the detecting community. We've noticed that there has been other attempts to bring in detecting competitions and whatever, but the Detect Off has been. Everybody wants a part of it. They want to be in the teams. They want to be in in Team Fods or Team Mickey or Emma and now the Renegades. It's such an amazing bit of fun. And we have such a laugh during the day, the banter, and we're all good mates and we're all good friends. So we all have such an amazing time. And you wouldn't believe how they get so engrossed in it, all the guys and the girls in the team, that they're so determined. They really are getting out into that field, and they're getting so desperate, and they're getting wound up if they're only finding bits of lead. And it's becoming part of the detecting season now. The Detect Off. Everybody wants to be in the Detect Off, and
I just want to reiterate that it would never happened unless Mickey had challenged me.
Yeah, Mickey's idea.
It is all born from Mickey Richardson, and it's I want him back at some point. He's got to come back.
If you ever get a chance to look at the videos from the first one, they're brilliant. And
Mickey.
Talking of videos, Sid Perry said he'll be recording the entire event and he'll put it on his YouTube channel. Which is England's History Metal Detecting.
Watch the video of the last one we did when Fods is won and he's gone to his sensei with the prize and everything, and then he's saying, "Oh, can I ring Gary and tell him I'm the best? Can I ring Gary?" And then he cuts to me in my office with the phone going, and and I'm sort of saying, "He's bloody rang me 15 times today." 15
more nothing.
And we had such a good bit of fun doing all them videos, didn't we?
Don't forget when Sid caught Mickey, Balco and Mickey doing a little bit of cheating as well on the last one.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that? Eh?
Yeah.
Dodgy
The Tarazaki user manual.
Yeah. No, I want about in the field. He was giving him a signal in the field.
Oh, yes, that was a
Sneaky Balco.
Yeah,
That's a ban. That should have been a ban.
And
exactly. Well, luckily, I just thrashed him anyway.
And there was absolutely no chocolate or Jack Daniels involved in that cheating either, was there?
I'll tell him as well, guys.
Emma's just got home. Emma's just in the chat. She just got home. My team for the win. Bit late to the show, Soz. Emma, we'll get you on in the future on the show. And as I'm sure the 3 people in the chat will confirm to you now, it's just like chatting to your 3 mates in the pub. Apart from Fodder's not drinking.
He's drunk it.
Gary's on helium.
He says, I'm not.
Rick's getting his leg shagged by a dog and I'm drinking Pepsi.
I'm not drinking on the head.
If I had some, I would be on the Jack Daniels. Obviously, if I had some Jack Daniels, I would be on it.
Nobody bought one, Gary.
I wouldn't accept any from anyone anyway, even if I am partial to it, Jack Daniels. But
I like cake. If anybody didn't know that,
Dave, did I tell you that at the No Frills there's a cake shop?
You've told me it's a cake shop. It does breakfast and barbecue,
and the most amazing homemade Scotch eggs and sausage rolls.
But there's an issue why I can't attend. You see. I've just realised I'll be on a private dig, a community dig up in Yorkshire, which will have a lot of media attention in that because it's a potential. There'll be archaeologists and such like involved. I've just realised that it's the same weekend. So,
do you want us to save you some cake? Would you want me to buy you some cake?
Just send me some cake in the post.
I was going to say, I'll buy you some lemon drizzle cakes and stuff.
I'll eat it for you.
Package. I'll put a hamper together and post.
Or give the hamper to Rick, and I'll see Rick soon, no doubt.
There wouldn't be any bit left by the time he got home.
I trust Rick implicitly. That's why I'm Team Rick.
You'd have to hope that Rick is on one of his fasting days when he's driving back, because he won't eat it. But if he's on one of his eating days, you're knackered. He'll eat it. But, did I say, by the way, can I show you
chocolate?
That? Can I show you that?
What's that, Gary?
It's everybody's award.
What's that one? Oh, look. Up there.
I wanted to win Knob of the Year, but I never won it, man. I'm gutted.
You've come very close.
Because somebody had a bigger one Knob Head of the Year, you mean? Right, sorry.
You come very close.
Neil Standish. If Neil's come into the No Frills, yes, there's some homemade Scotch eggs, Neil, and they're amazing. I've tried them. They're incredible.
But remember, you've got to pre-book your ticket, guys. Yeah, you can't just turn up and expect a barbecue. You've literally got to pre-book.
You can buy the Scotch eggs and the lemon drizzle cake from the farm shop all the time during the day. It's only the barbecue in the evening that you've got to pre-book.
Yeah.
So even look, I can see that from Dave's face now. He's thinking, "Oh my God, there's a farm shop next door that does lemon drizzle cake and Scotch eggs all day." It's like it's 24. He's foaming at the mouth. Bless him.
Listen,
well,
guys,
listen,
I'm going to have to wrap up because
I'm going to have to wrap up because we're 6 minutes over.
Oh, okay.
Are we?
Yeah, we are. It's gone that quick. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Obviously, Adrian wasn't with us, and I didn't know what the show was going to do because I didn't realise until about half an hour before the show that he was not here.
Can I give a quick shout out to Adrian? Even though he's on holiday,
doesn't listen.
He is because I'm talking about my wingman. Adrian, even though he's on holiday, is still sending out the direction emails for the RCN this week. He's doing it on his laptop.
And do you know what? There was me not bothering him because he was on holiday, specifically not bothering him at all.
He's still sending out all the direction emails for the RCM. So if you are listening to this, Adrian, or if you're listening to it another time, I love you, man. I love you.
And
all
if
of
you're
everybody
listening
at
on
Gig Life for
Spreaker,
supporting us.
Gary's just sent him a kiss.
And I'll see you all on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see you all on Sunday.
Emma,
Love you
good
all.
luck.
The banter's
Emma,
good.
good luck.
Love
May
you.
the best team win. And remember,
Absolutely.
I'm completely impartial, and I cannot be bribed in any way, shape, or form. And I will not take any bribes, even if somebody gives me or offers me Jack Daniels and chocolate. I cannot be bribed.
I've gone teetotal, Gary. I can't. They won't even serve me. They said I'm too old, too young to buy booze. So.
Well, anyway, good luck, Fodder. Good luck, Emma. Good luck, Rick, obviously, and first and foremost, because you don't need the luck, you've already got it. And Gary, good luck for the event. And thank you all three of you, for joining us tonight. And obviously making the show. Larry, thank you, Larry. And thank you, Luca. Thank you, Luca, of course.
I'm having a right dream about Fodder.
And thank you to Rick's daughter and his crazy ass dog. What have you been doing to it, Fodder? And we will see you.
I don't even want to go.
I've got to stop you talking now, Gary, because we're going.
I don't want to go there.
I'm the first person to ever stop Gary talking.
Stop it.
Thank you all.
Lemon drizzle cake, Scotch eggs, sausage rolls, breakfast.
Fodder, that's why Fodder's going. He's assumed the position. Ladies and gentlemen, that was them. This is us. Thank you all, and have a good weekend. If you're out
See you Sunday, everybody. Drive safe.
See you Sunday.
Good night, everyone.
Hang on. Wait, it's not a fucking ball.
Oh, wait.
Sorry for swearing.
I've got 5 minutes because I've got to do this.
Okay, listen, Adrian, I'll make it quick. Look up there. This is Mr. Fods. I know all. I'll see you all.
I can't fucking believe what you've fucking done.
Your fate is in my hands, Adrian. And I am here.
7's coming into my
To
head
tell
and
you.
a hole.
To
7
tell
and a hole.
you. Let me feel your energy, my love. Adrian, them hands have seen some work over the years, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's about time you wrap that right up, my love.
Yeah. I've got very hairy palms and bad eyesight. Yeah. You ain't.
I saw you, mate.
Yeah.
You were at 7. Well, you should have been in 6.
No one was in 7.
Exactly, I was in 6. Listen to me, Adrian.
Yeah.
I can tell you about it.
Go on, tell us.
Put your hands on my ball. Feel the energy.
Don't be on big life with the elephant.
Feel the energy, Adrian.
Oh, I can. Oh, it's coming to me. It's coming. It's coming.
Feel it, Adrian.
It's coming.
Adrian, I can sense something.
So can I.
I can tell you things about you that even you don't know.
Is it wet?
Mate, you're a lovely man, ain't you?
We're all God's children, Madam
God's
Fodder.
children.
We're all God's children.
803 solid pale green tickets. Okay? Adrian, my lovely, shut your eyes and make a wish. Adrian, it's not one of them shows, mate. Stop wishing that, Adrian. I can't do that. I'm a married man.
Fish finger sandwich.
No.
I can't say it, sorry.
Listen, I know exactly what you're thinking. Now stop it, Adrian. It's not one of them shows. Adrian. Keep your eyes shut, my love. Keep them shut. Feel the energy of the balls.
Ah, what's that?
Squeeze and you will receive. Squeeze and you will receive. Squeeze and
Will
you
it
will
make me
receive.
fertile?
Your wish is
I
granted,
want to
my
be
lovely.
fertile.
Squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them. No, my lovely, how was that, eh?
There's a lump in there.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's 2 balls. Wait a minute, my lovely, wait, come here. Hold on, mate, wait down.
If I get sweet.